This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. We're in Newcastle today. We've just announced a big show, April 4th. On the bill, Tommy Ward. Tommy, nice to be back. One more and then on to the big boys later in the year.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. I think a good win will put me in stead for the world title fight coming later on in the year, so we need a good win, good performance.
Now, as you look to tee yourself up for sort of world honours and the big boys like we just spoke of, what kind of level are you looking at for this fight? How many rounds as well?
Leave that to my team, MTK and manager Dave Garside and Neil Fannin, obviously Matt Troom, Eddie Earn, so they'll come up with it, they'll sort it out, and like I say, there's no time for no sibbles for me. Whoever I've got to fight, and that's just the way I am. But that's their job. Leave the fighting to me, leave the management to them. That's what you have them for. But I mean, they're doing a fantastic job with me, so I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I need a good fight, a good performance, a good win, put me on stage to fight for the big fights.
When you're sort of loitering in and around a world title shot, as you have been for a while now, is it a weird position to be in terms of just sitting tight or wanting to be really active? I know you've been quite busy. Is it an odd place to be?
Yeah, I suppose a little bit, but I mean, for me, like I said, I love boxing, so I want to fight, and a lot of people think, well, why take the risk, don't fight yet, hold your spot, and so on and so forth, but, if you're going to fight, you're going to fight, you know what I mean, so you may as well just get in a fight.
Now, Eddie up there was mentioning the fact that Navarrete may end up vacating his belt and you might fight for that, but it's something we've spoken of in the past. You'd be quite happy to go and take on a champion rather than waiting for a vacant belt, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, like I said, what Navarrete does, is for his best interest and his management and what he's been advised to do, if it is to move up and challenge for another world title and become a two-time world champion, which he's capable of doing, he's a good fighter. Fair play to him, best of luck. If it's not, if it is to hold on and obviously challenge the likes of myself and other fighters, it's whatever was best for him. So, but for me, my interest is fighting for the belt and winning the belt, whether it's that one or any other champion. So for me, my focus is just fighting for world titles and winning them.
You said up there you believe you can beat anybody at super bantamweight. I was in Miami a couple of weeks ago, saw Daniel Roman dethroned by Akhmadaliev. We've got a new unified champion in, I think, equal record time as well. Were you watching that fight not only as a fan, but looking at these two as possible opponents for the near future?
Yeah. I mean, I watched the fight, MJ and Daniel Roma. Again, I like the Daniel Roma, a very good fighter. I fancied him I didn't really see much of the other guy, so I fancied him to beat him. But then when I watched it, yes, another good fighter, another good champion, only done in 8 fights too, so, fantastic and fair play to him. But again, another fight that I'd be happy to take and I'd fight, but like I said, I'm not bothered about who's the champions. They're all good champions, they're all well deserved to be good champions and fair play to them. But, I believe that I am the best and I believe they have problems with me on the night, the stuff they can't figure out. And after the fight, they think, well, he was something good, he was something special, so that's what I believe. So I believe I'm the best in the division.
On the other matters, your friend, your stablemate, Lewis Ritson's obviously headlining, sort of being the flag bearer for Northeast Boxing once again against Miguel Vazquez. Miguel Vazquez was lightweight champion for a long time. Quite difficult to look good against as well. I think it's a good test for Lewis to see how ready he is for that world title shot.
Definitely. I mean, like you said, listen, he's a good fighter. He's a bag full of tricks. He was world champion. He's going to cause some problems there. But Lewis has been looking better and better every day in the gym. He's learning more and more. We're there every day together. We keep pushing one another, striving to be better and that. And he's coming on leaps and bounds. And I think it's a good test for him at the minute. I think he's going to come through with a good performance. Everyone's going to be a little bit surprised, like there was with the Davis fight. And like I said, you'll see 3 world champions in the Northeast, I think, before the end of 2020 or even early 21, sorry.
Now, Lewis has looked in top form since he made that move full time to work with Neil, similar to you, going and working up there in Hartlepool at Fano's Ranch, as you call it. Do you think that's now the perfect environment? You said you push each other on, away from the distractions. A perfect environment for you two to sort of push each other on and reach that pinnacle together? Yeah,
I mean, listen, I've been there all my career when I turned pro with Neil, but it's a fantastic little place. It's out the way. It's a rough and ready little gym, There's no toilets in it, you know what I mean? It's just one of them, but I mean, it's not about how fancy the gym is, the work that's get put in, and obviously the performance that's coming out, you see the work that's getting put in, and it's good work. So, I think it'll be very good on April the 4th for us both, and hopefully get 2 good wins and we'll get moving on.
Before I let you go, Tommy, obviously we're approaching a huge heavyweight rematch now. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, WBC world title. I know Tyson's a good friend of yours. Have you spoken to him recently?
Yes, Tyson's in good form. He's looking well. I do believe that he'll beat Wilder. And I think he'll outbox him for 12 rounds. As long as he stays away from them big ones and doesn't get caught without heavy, I think it'll be a nice, easy win for him.
Now, Tyson, in the press conference and the build-up, and since he linked up with Sugar Hill, has been talking about how he's linked up with Sugar Hill to sort of improve on his right hand. He wants to sit down in his shots more and be a bit more aggressive. Do you believe that Tyson will and can seek that stoppage in this fight?
With Tyson, you never ever know. He's one of them there that you just haven't got a clue. So you'll never know what he's going to do until you actually see him do it. But, the one thing's for certain, I think he'll get the win. So that's one thing for certain. But if it's a knockout or if it's a stoppage or if it's just a points win, I don't know. Only Tyson knows, and we'll see it on the 22nd.
I appreciate they are much bigger than yourself, but I'm sure at some point in sparring and amateurs and pros, you face someone who has that power that you really feel. How does it sort of change your mentality when you're in the ring, whether it is in the gym or otherwise, when you're in with someone that you know could just sort of turn the lights off at any moment?
Yeah, well, it's one of them when they hit you, you think, oh, there we go. You don't want to get hit with one of them again, so it's just a matter of taking the best shots away from them, either riding them or leaving them lead with them and trying to make a miss with them. So it's just, but Tyson's very good at that anyway. You watch him against Klitschko, he boxed and moved, and so he's just got to be careful of, obviously, if he is planning on doing a bit more power, he's got to be careful that he doesn't leave his feet there too long to get caught back. But like I said, I'm sure he knows what he's doing, and he'll put on a good performance and a good win for him on 22nd, I think.
Final one, Tyson's obviously enjoying himself out there stateside at the minute. They seem to have taken to him. There was rumours that you possibly be sharing a bill with him at one point or another. Do you think at some point in the future you could be sharing a bill out there with your good friend? Yes,
I do believe so. I hope so anyway. I would like to, yeah, definitely. So, I mean, it is one for the future, and hopefully we can do it.
Tommy, thank you as always for your time. Best of luck. See you April 4th.